Hey, hi there. It's Monday night. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Rand Hoppy. I am the Executive Director, Founding Trustee of the Jack Kirby Museum and Research Center. And I'm here with somebody. There's another disembodied voice. Hello.
Hello, I'm Tom Kraft. I'm the
Oh,
president
right
president
on.
of the Jack Kirby Museum and
Yes.
Research Center,
Yeah,
located with the collections in beautiful Hoboken, New Jersey, where I will be this coming weekend.
that's right. You will. Okay. So, anyhow, let's move on from this rather generic screen. Oh, look, guess what? It's episode 3. So we were delayed. We
Why?
Rand wasn't feeling good, so I had to cancel and put it off. So we're back. Where are we? Oh, it was going to be last week, September 26th. Look at that, even on the graphic. I didn't change the graphic. But that was so that's our show, episode 3. We decided that we're gonna take on the fantastic Kamandi. Why? Because we did the Fourth World Summer
We
2
did?
summers ago. We did. We visited Captain America's Bicentennial Battles.
We
What
did.
else did we do? We
Mike
visited
Royer
with Mike
interviews.
Royer. Oh man, that was fun. We did a Jack Kirby 101 for the San Diego Comic-Con online. Then in 2020 we did 26 hours. So proud of that, actually. But yeah, it was an amazing weekend of all kinds of great guests showing the love for Jack Kirby. We did a month of the Demon in October. When I don't even know when that was. 2020, 2021. What year is this? I can't. Yeah.
I think it's 22
Okay.
for now,
All
just
right.
only for a couple more months.
Oh, okay. We did. We took care of OMAC. It was fantastic. We also we took a look at all the little random bits that Kirby worked on at DC at the end of his contract. Atlas, Manhunter, Cobra.
Ugh.
Oh man,
Sorry.
just Justice Incorporated. Oh man, Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter.
Yes, we even did that
We did.
because you know why, Ron? Because we're
Why?
dedicated to getting all the
We want to
DC
do it all. That's right. So
work out there.
we looked at we looked at this at the magazine projects that he worked on. We we did another Comic-Con at home video about Jack Kirby's favorite stories. Talked about the Pact and Mother Delilah. Then we looked at the losers, which was great. And
Yeah,
I guess
that was fun.
that was our last series, right? And
Yes, it
then we
was.
sort of like, well, if we're gonna, as you said, if we're gonna complete DC, we're gonna at Jack Kirby at DC in the 70s. We've got to take on Kamandi.
We sure
So
do.
and so please, we welcome your comments in the comments, and we'll do our best to respond and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Twitch, on Twitter, Facebook. Share our stuff. That would really helps. That we appreciate any help we can get. Ring the bell. You know what ring the bell means, Tom?
It means to make sound.
No, it's like take notifications. Take the notifications. So that when we schedule a new show, if you've selected notifications, you'll get the notification. So we started out with I'm not alone. Livestream after disaster. And
that was fun.
It was fun. We did like look at here's what is it, the Omega thing that what was the name of that story again? Oh God, I'm losing it. The Omega Seed. No, is that what it was? Yeah. So just all the things that Kurt Jack did that was pre Kamandi, ramping up to Kamandi. Then last show, which was so much fun, was Earth Flips Its Lid, and we covered issues 2, 3, and 4, and we had a really great Jack Kirby essay in issue 2, which then we did a interpretive reading. We had Lois Delivio and Lisa Hoppy join us, They are our top volunteers. They help us out in so many ways, at the booth, at the conventions, over at the storage unit where we keep the collection. Lots of help from those ladies. So they helped us out with our fantastic reading of Jack's essay. It was really fun.
You know, Ren, there's another reading that's possible because Jack actually in a later issue wrote some additional stuff. So that could be an opportunity.
Another opportunity for
That's
reading.
right.
I love it. So, Ruben, how's it going, Ruben? Good to see you. Over on Facebook. So here we are. This is episode 3. Yeah, see, I didn't change the date. It's supposed to say October 3rd there, but we were delayed.
It's okay.
Rand, I'm healing. So yeah, we've got these 3 great issues. Man, they are just so cool. And we will where did we leave Kamandi? He was with
he was about to blow up this he was in the 8th area.
Yeah, he was like
it hasn't blown up yet, but it did actually boom at the bottom.
Right there. Yeah. So it blew up, and he blew up a Air Force jet that had a bomb on it.
Yeah,
I think So he was
it's a fighter jet. It's a fighter jet.
I'm not. Oh, look, it's us now. We're here. Hello. We've been disembodied voices, and now we exist. So they he and Tuftan, Prince Tuftan of the Tiger Kingdom
Corps.
they
it's the United. What is it? It's called the United States of Lions or something.
It's coming up. It's coming up. So there's the lion tribes, and I guess that's where we are in Lion World. The tigers are expanding. The gorillas. We're probably right in the middle of it because the next 3 issues we got lions, tigers,
and bears.
Oh, no, we don't have any bears.
I'm joking.
I mean, I know, but yeah. So that's this is the great map that Jack put in issue 1, and all kinds of wonderful things there. Mystery crater country, intelligent killer whale raiders. So all kinds of fun stuff on its way. So let's dive into. All right. So last time I talked about how there were things that we had in our collection, in our scans and photocopies that may have been good for last issue. So this was one of them. The problem is I can't make it match any of the issues. Like there's definitely gorillas and holding sticks, but no gorilla holding a stick in that lovely battle outfit. So I'm not really sure where this is supposed to fit. Was it in issue 4? Is it in an upcoming issue?
I think it's in an upcoming issue. There's an issue we'll see in the future that has an 8 as like the center kind of like character.
Right. So it was interesting because it made me feel like I had left something out, but then once I dove in, I'm like, no, that doesn't really fit. Okay. So it doesn't fit the issues 2, 3, or 4. All right, so here we go. Look at it. See, there's a gorilla with a stick, but it's not a technology stick though. It's just a piece of wood. So we don't have a pencil photocopy for this cover. And you could see that it has hand lettering at the top and lettering, in the cover itself. Just pointing that out for future reference. But there's lots of paste up going on as I, they definitely cut the original art up and put it on this board so that it can have this Sparta color registration stuff, and did all.
Well, they actually cut out Kamandi and the ape that you can see around the edges,
and
then pasted on, and that The tiger in the background, Tuftan? No, Caesar. That's actually a stat. That's not even art.
This here is a stat?
Yep.
Oh, wow. It looks so...
I've inspected it physically myself.
Sure. All right. So, who knows? Like, yeah, who knows what's going on? There's lots of
work. It's too bad we don't have a photocopy. It'd be great to see what it looks like.
I know, yeah, but we don't. So there we go. And there it is, looking great. I mean, it's exciting. One of you must die. Oh, then it should be the yellow-haired animal. Okay. Yeah. So brutal. All right. Kamandi's got a sword. Okay. So thumbs down. Thumbs down. He must die. Okay. Let's head off into. Oh, so here's one of our mega side by sides. We've got there's that. We do have the pencil photocopy for this splash. You can see the nice display work that Mike Royer did with the lettering.
Nice. It's a very nice splash.
It is. It's lovely. Yeah, and what I like about it too is you get to see. I mean, Kamandi is not cropped or anywhere. He is a full figure in action. A lot of times you'll see cool Kamandi poses, but Jack will, cut off a foot somewhere because it's, it makes sense for the composition. But it's kind of interesting to see just, there's Kamandi's just there. Yeah, all of them. So it's kind of fun. Right. So I guess they're still running away from the explosion of the airplane.
Yep.
Right. And it's like, all right, I'm glad I caused the building to blow up, Tuftan. All right.
He's not very happy.
No, he's
mindless little animal.
Oh, yeah, always. So, and again,
beautiful spread.
We do not have pencils for spreads for the most part. This is just lovely. I will note that there is nothing in the close foreground, as we usually see something in the close foreground, but everything is, the swinging ape there right in the center at the top is just so cool. Where's my mouse? I don't even know where my mouse is. There it is. This stuff. I mean, it's great. It's a beautiful thing. Mike did a great job.
Yeah, and what's really cool is again, it's all different scenes of things happening. On the left, it's the ape, and then the tiger is pointing the gun almost at us.
No, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah, this guy on the horse. Yeah. That's great. It's really nice. All right. Well, we'll never make it through that alive. Okay. All right. So then they're still kind of escaping. Hold it, you two. What do you know? An animal that talks.
And he's bringing Kamandi along because he wants him as proof that he caused, that he screwed up.
Right.
And it's Kamandi's fault for that happening.
And I will agree with Bob on that. It is an underrated series. I know that might have put that up before, but right. So they do like a 1, 2, 3. It's a kick. Whoop.
But
and yeah. Oh, let's go. Yeah. So William. Hey. Oh boy. Let's go back. That's William talking about the choreography of that spread. Yep. Yeah. It was really impressive. Sorry. All right. We're going to move on. I just wanted to share his comment. I appreciate that. So then they go for the kick and they're on the move and then they land on a roof, but the roof is rotten. So they fall through. Ouch. All right. Then what happens? Now they're down below. There's one of these. This is
somebody with a whip.
Just a lovely splash, man. Love the extreme foreground hand and whip.
Yep.
And again,
dimension.
Mike's great display type. This is very cool. Very cool. More trouble. Okay. He's doing Tuftan's like, you should have left you behind. and he lost his weapon. And then he's like, well, yeah, you listen to me like this female animal listened to me because I whipped her. And Kamandi's like, yeah, no, you stink. I'm not as harmless as I seem. All right. Uh-oh. The whip gets cracked. And that's it.
And he pulls on the whip and grabs it.
Yeah.
Grabs his gun.
Yeah. And then I guess they're seeing all the humans are, slaves or laborers for the gorillas, of which she is one. Oh no. And then the tigers show up. Caesar shows up. Tuftan's father shows up, and they talk, and what do you know? The crazy prince is talking to animals. What do you know? And what else?
Actually, I don't think that's Caesar though. That's just.
What? Oh, you're right. Right. Yeah. Okay. In the name of great Caesar, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, there's Bill. Bill made a nice comment too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really nice. I agree. Yeah, Mike really, really knocked it out of the park on Kamandi. He's got unfinished business. So you go ahead, Tuftan. Go with your fellow tigers. And he's all with all the humans, and he lets them go free. But then the woman follows him and says that her name is Flower. Well, what do you know? She can speak.
And if you remember in the very first episode, we showed some of the preliminary character drawings that Jack did for presentation, and Flower was among them.
Yes. Always part of the plan. So, yep, and she can speak, and she's got a flower in her hair. She's not wearing a top. Her hair is taking care of any kind of decency code for comic books. Very entertaining for 12-year-old Rand. And so they get on this vehicle. Now look at this 3-wheeled vehicle here. They jump on. Cool. Yeah, it's great. And they jump on. She jumps on, and then there's there's also this weird missing page, pencil Xerox.
Cool.
And it is the same vehicle, except
that it has Ben.
It looks like it's Ben Boxer.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's Steve and Renzi as well, I guess. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. And I don't know. I didn't look back at other issues to see where this might have made sense to fit, but it there it is. It's an extra page that Jack didn't ink. All right, we're moving on. So then what happens? We're back at the Air Force Base. We're in Murdoch Field, and there's Caesar, and then there's Tuftan down there. Caesar's got the helmet on because he's fancy. And so that's it. Looks great. A vista. Then what happens? Oh yeah, Kamandi's nothing but trouble. And then there's a generation gap between the father and the son.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole generation thing that was going on in the 70s. It seems a little bit like this.
Yeah.
Like so they don't understand each other.
That's right. That's right, meathead. Okay. So then he lost the airplane. So then he's going to put Kamandi into a mortal combat with this gorilla.
Just like the Coliseum, basically.
Yeah. The gorilla has a regular wooden stick and no outfit. So there's that.
Yes. Well, William, Mike did do the lettering also.
Oh yeah.
And the titling, lettering, and inking. Did everything except for the penciling and the coloring.
And the coloring was done in New York. And So and then it's fight time, and it doesn't go well. The gorilla says he's been waiting for that move, and he calls it the beginning of the end. And he's about to smash in Kamandi's skull, and then Tuftan jumps in from the stands.
Just can't help himself. He always rushes in to save him.
He likes that weird yellow-haired animal. So then there's some grappling going on there. Let go of him. You'll kill him. Kamandi picks up the stick and conks him out. All right. Well, you came to my aid. I'll never forget it. That's nice.
I'm bruised and battered.
That's right.
Half strangled, slightly mad to do what I did.
Yeah. But then, Tuftan is like he couldn't let Kamandi die. Caesar doesn't have his fancy helmet on anymore. But then there's a big explosion, and the gorillas are back. Oh, come on, man.
They always come back.
They always come back. So there's a big explosion, and then
artillery.
Yeah. They head in there, and it's a big problem. And they're getting ready, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a bloodbath, no matter what happens. So the gorilla shows up, and they talking to each other, and they're like, "Well, it's gonna be bad. We're gonna destroy each other." And then the yellow-haired animals speaks up.
Well, the funny thing is that at this point you think that there would be a fight, and like the cover, Caesar would put his thumb down, but that never seems to happen.
No, that's true. That's right. So, Kamandi raises his hand, and he says, "Let's take a chance with the gambling device."
And it still works. It's very old. I doubt if these coins can make it come to life and function as it should.
And Kamandi says, "I had a hunch that it would." So then they agree. They pick heads and tails, and the gorilla gets 3 cherries. Uh-oh, winning hand. What happens with Caesar?
I don't know.
Caesar gets 2 bonk. He gets 2 lemons. Well, he did not win. So now what? He keeps his bargain. He's going to leave. All right. They averted war.
It's a nice little thing for, kids, like a parable.
Yeah. And then Kamandi is like, "Look, I want my girl and I want a dune buggy." It's like, well, okay. And then he gets that, and Tuftan says, "Farewell. Perhaps we'll see you again." And then Tuftan says, "By Caesar, he was almost as human as we tigers." I'm confused, but that's okay. And then Kamandi says, "Flower, for a tiger, Prince Tuftan seems as human as you or I." Well, okay. What is human? Okay, so anyhow, that's one of those weird half pages. There was an ad at the bottom that you got a 23-page story. So it's 22 and a half pages. Pretty nice. Letters from fans. Nothing, I don't think there was anything notable there. But so we'll just move on to issues. What? 5, 6. So this is now, Does Man Belong in a Zoo? Read Kamandi, The Last Boy on Earth, Captives of the Lion Men. So here we go. Now, I believe this is again with all the razor blading and cutting and pasting and stuff. You can kind of see things, all the stuff going on, making the mechanical.
Yeah, they cut out all the art, put it on a new board.
Yeah,
the paste up.
Yep. But one thing that's notable about this issue is I think this is the first issue that has kind of the typeset title.
Mm.
And
Does Man Belong in a Zoo?
Yeah. And we'll see that this is and that's how it was published, with a black background with yellow. So no, it looks great. It's a great looking cover, very attractive. But no word balloons in the art, of the cover. Like it was just, it's just
that's true.
It's just, the typeset thing, the drawing, and then the title, Captives.
Just a note on the cover, when you see whiteout, that's something that The Office did, because Mike swears that he never uses whiteout.
No,
what he does is he cuts into, so this most of the boards are Bristol board 2-ply, so he'll cut a little layer off and then peel it back instead of using whiteout.
Yeah. So, all right. So then what do we got? Oh, and then we have another great chapter, initial splash here. Just lovely.
Actually, Mike is doing conventions. He's going to be at a convention in Boston in April called Wicked Con, but he's been doing a New Hampshire one, and he's been doing a couple out on the West Coast as well.
That's right.
And also Charlotte, the Heroes Con you did. So.
Kamandi is the last reasoning boy on Earth.
He is?
That's what it says. Only in Kamandi, the last reasoning boy on Earth. So Jack's now saying, like, there are other boys, but Kamandi is the only one who can reason. All right, so they're in there doing buggy, and they're saying that that there's some noise. Jack has a little editorial note. Check it out, man. Check out how Kamandi and Flower got a dune wagon on the Nevada desert.
And comes the awesome spread.
Oh my gosh.
Jack. Talk about depth of field and perspective.
Oh my God. It's so awesome. Good. It's so good.
Actually, remember, Ren, when we went to Switzerland and they had a huge Kirby exhibition, and this complete issue was laid out in one room where you could go through and see all the art for the whole issue.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was great. Just a lovely, lovely, exciting spread. Buy this comic, and there it is in color. Okay. Still amazing.
Yeah, the color, it is amazing. The color definitely could be better, but
yeah.
And also the comics, the paper was just not great at all, and it hasn't aged that well either.
No, that's right. Sure. Yeah.
But even when it was brand new, it was kind of like newspaper, like this.
Yeah. So they only, it's trouble. Jeepers, what's going on? We got, Kamandi's, come on, watch out, that animal has a rifle. Or is it a handgun? Or what is it? I can't even tell.
It's a handgun.
Kamandi shoots and takes out a tire. Excuse me. And still going on. Oh, he gets hit by a tossed truncheon.
Yes.
Right
on the noggin.
Bap.
Bop. Bop. Bap.
And they're unusually fine specimens. And then we meet the lions. and we meet Sultan.
He smokes a cigar, just like Jack was doing when he was drawing it.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, these guys are, you know, they get paid to see that endangered species stay alive.
So they're like guardians of the wild human animals.
Yeah, wildlife sanctuary for humans.
Yep, gotta have it. And there they are. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So here's an exclusive green area for upper middle class homeowners back before the disaster. Now it has new kinds of tenants, Flower and Kamandi, the last reasoning boy on Earth.
It doesn't say that.
It didn't. All right. You're right.
Beautiful view of Flower at the top.
Yeah, she wakes up. He wakes up. Ow, my head.
Actually, Ruben mentioned this, that Flower is Jack's version of Nova from Planet of the Apes.
That is true. I don't doubt that. Yeah.
They realize that they've been transplanted to another location.
Yeah. They took the rifle, but they have everything else. And then Kamandi walks a little bit, and then he's like, "What? Hey, there are these guys. Time for a fight." So he fights, takes him out. Where did you fools come? Look at that top panel. I love it.
Correct, Eaton. It is a DC book, and it came out after Thor, so it came out in 1972, and we're probably at the timeline of 1973 by now, or close to it.
Could be, yeah. But I love that panel at the top, tightly cropped.
Yeah, that's great.
Close in, yeah.
Yeah, but also the stick brings your eye right to the center.
Oh yeah. No clowns attack your own kind. Ika up. Ika and up. All right. And then they're out, and then Flower says, "Well, guess what, Kamandi? Now you're the leader. You took out those guys." So he gets his stick. He says, "I'm a freewheeling man. I just need a big stick to put the point across." All right. Okay. So then they see Holmes. Mike talks about the microfilm library.
Yeah, apparently this is suburbia, but it's
yeah,
I don't know. It seems like it's like one of those like housing tracts back in the 60s, 80s, even nowadays for that matter.
Yeah. So they enter into the home, and then what happens? We meet the Pumas, and the Pumas are poachers.
Yes,
they are not. So they're I don't know. They're here to capture, take.
They can get a bounty on them, basically.
Right. So he sees, hey, Kamandi, the herd comes to make you the leader. Well, I'm not anxious to lead a herd. There's no pride or self-respect in that. Oh, man.
There isn't.
All right. So then the Pumas get in there. It's trouble. But surprised to see a man fight back.
Kamandi.
Yeah.
So he uses his big stick.
That's right. The stick got broken by the rifle there.
And then the Puma punches Flower to the ground, and that gets Kamandi very angry.
Yeah.
And of course, he always seems to get the gun, which is great.
Right, because they don't expect it.
Yeah, right.
They don't expect the yellow-haired animal to know how to use a pistol. or a rifle or anything, right? So it's just like, what? He watch out!
It talks. The animal.
That animal's got a gun. Oh, and now we see that the lions are watching. Oh man. But
they shot the poachers as much as they did us.
Yeah. So they get the poachers to run, but then the lions are watching.
Now this is an awesome splash. Just the lighting with the fire. I mean,
it looks great. It looks great here, and it looks great here. I just feel like that, DC coloring kind of like blew it. It was supposed to be a nighttime fire.
Night. Yeah, it's supposed to be at night.
Nighttime fire, darken it up or something, like it just doesn't. They were not in tune. They weren't paying attention. We've seen other examples of this kind of thing. The Jack Adler's production department, etc. But oh well. So they're in the house, and he's making a fire, and he's standing out, and Flower calls him in, and she's like, "Look, the lights work. I made dinner.
Everything works
on the stove." Milk.
So obviously the lions have furnished all these houses at these. They're basically in a zoo. Yeah.
Right.
These houses are the cages.
Yeah.
With all the food they need.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fireplace still operates. So there it is. And
now Kamandi acts like the man of the house.
I'll stand guard with my gun.
And this reminds me of, like, when I look at this, it reminds me of like what Jack was like in World War II, like in the rain, just sitting there with his gun.
Sure. Yeah. It's a zoo, I tell you. The human herd must be kept in these houses, just like man kept animals in the past. The question is, who are our keepers? So he doesn't really know about the lions yet. No. But then the pumas come in. And they attack. They grab Flower. Kamandi shoots. Put her down, or I'll shoot to kill. Oh, Lanter's Own made it. Good to see you. Glad you could make it.
It's a great panel with Kamandi with the gun pointing right at us.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah. So then Flower's being held, and he's like, and then she gets free and jumps in between.
Yeah, because they try to use Flower as like a hostage.
Yeah. And then that's it, and she's out.
Oh no!
I know, so sad.
No, say it's not true.
She just made pancakes. It was so sad. No, she was nice.
It was really sad for a lot of people.
I know.
Still talk about when we were in Switzerland. They were talking about how sad it was to see Flower go.
When the lions show up a little too. Could have showed up 5 minutes earlier, lions. All right, so they show up after that. I know.
With punks like this, that running free, protecting these animals is a losing fight.
That's right.
They know that they can't do anything against them because they just shot an animal. It doesn't matter.
No. Even just the
like
vet.
Us. Yeah.
The vet can't help. That's right. So she wore a flower in her hair, just like our own girls. So this is an interesting. This is the pencil, from Jack's, artwork. You see here the lettering, like Jack had initially. This I get to hate this job. That young male seems broken-hearted. And he changed it to that young male thing seems broken-hearted. And then he says, too bad, she was a pretty little thing. And then it got added for an animal.
Wonder whose edit that was.
I'm gonna assume it was Jack. He was the editor.
So the workflow was that he'd do the pencils, make these copies, and then send the boards out to Mike. Mike would ink them. They'd come back to him so he could review them, and then Jack would send them to the West Coast or the East Coast.
Right.
It's interesting in the photocopies. It looked like Doc Martin inks, like was doing something else and he dropped it on top of it or something.
Oh, this thing over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the color. So if we had actually, if I had invited somebody to join us, Craig Fisher, he's a comic book scholar, and he wrote an article for our blog many moons ago. It was called The Kirby Effect, and if you go to that URL, and I'll I'll put it in the comments as well. You can read Craig's article about this issue, and I think it's pretty cool and worth reading. So there it is. There we go. I recommend it, since it's a lovely article on our, the journal of the Jack Kirby Museum and Research Center, known as the Kirby Effect. All right, so let's move on. Others. Letter page. Okay, here, check this out. What's this?
I don't know. What is it, Rand?
It's a mystery. It was published in Kirby Collector 17, the Kamandi issue that they did, and
that flying thing in the back. I've never seen.
I know, it's like a weird flying,
like helicopter,
gorilla helicopter thing. I know. No, and this, as far as, we don't have anything like this in our scans, but it was something that John Morrow had for that issue of the Kirby Collector, and it was pointed out. Richard Coltman, the curator of the Kirby checklist, pointed this out to me, or us actually, in an email a few days ago.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd put it in there because I don't know what it is. I don't know, what is that?
Looks like it could be like an earlier, like part of the presentation, because Kamandi's hair is short.
True.
Shorter. Could be. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know. If you have this original art, please contact us.
Yeah, we'd like to archive
We'd like to scan it, please. We would like to scan it. Okay, let's move on to issue 7. Again, we do not have pencil photocopy of Jack's artwork on this one, but we do have this cool cover. It's beautiful. Again, you'll see the typeset text.
Yep, at the top, right?
Yep.
With some hand lettering, but
well, it's got that one, that emphasis thing.
But it does.
But it does. and no word balloons.
Again.
So that was, that was it. They would try to, they would have these I don't know, design themes where they would, say, okay, here's what we're going to do with our covers now, and it'll be kind of a company-wide thing. I mean, if you look at
so you're saying like Superman and other ones at this month, year?
I am.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Yep. They all looked like this. They all had that type at the top, and they didn't have word balloons. I don't know how long it would last, and maybe it wasn't all, but I think it was a thing. They just decided it was the thing. Mm-hmm. Here's what we're doing these days. It's a great cover. Okay. Oh man, yeah.
The flower got buried.
They gave her a salute.
Squad fire.
The lions are like, why are we doing this for an animal again? That's coming up, but
yeah.
But anyhow, they do it, and it's sad.
Here lies Flower, friend of man, in an animal's world.
Oh man,
They're animals.
They are. They are.
I bet Kamandi wrote that.
That's right. So get ready. Get ready for this one, folks. Here's something fun. It's a weird partial scan of this spread as it's been lettered, but still in pencil art form.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Isn't that
it's almost, yeah, I mean, it's almost like they realize they're trying to scan something too big and they only half scanned it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's cool. It's like, I think this is the only spread we even have any piece of.
I
from
know.
Kamandi.
From Kamandi, yeah. So it's just great to see, and there's how it ended up. I'll go back. Boop boop. Doo-doo.
That's cool.
It's a lovely, lovely ink job, drawing and ink and lettering. Just a wonderful boy. They were great together, and
it's cool because those heads like bring you in, and you know, it's in Sultan's like posture of protecting and defending Kamandi. It's just very touching.
The animal is intelligent and sensitive. Shows some respect in his time of grief. He's the last reasoning boy on earth. I'm sorry. So there he is.
Let me just put this up.
Oh, what do you got?
Right now, I don't know of any plans of Kirby exhibitions in the United States right now.
No, we don't know of any plans or anything like that, Joey.
We'd love to do one, but we do some in Manhattan. We do pop-ups, you know, every so often. We're not going to do one this year, though. But
right.
Hey, Steve.
Steve Meyer, ladies and gentlemen. Kirby Museum member number A.
Hey.
Uh-oh, and there's a shot. So there they are. Kamandi's like saying something nice, and then a shock grenade gets thrown.
Oops, sorry. I hit the space bar.
Take cover. It's a grenade. Don't hold it, Kamandi. Get rid of it. He sends it right back. Oh, and then we have this. This is a funny story, man. The monster fetish. So cool. Yeah.
It's nice because the way the frame is tilted like that, it gives it another, like he's on a hill or something, and he's like vertical, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right.
And the lettering's awesome too.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mike's droopy lettering.
Blobby lettering.
Blobby lettering.
It's great. All right. Uh-oh. Kamandi's like, I can ride a horse.
And I can't lead it to water. Oh, no, never mind.
Really?
I had to.
I know. Well, you know, I made the pancakes crack, so anything's open. So, so Kamandi gets on the horse. He's like, I'll let the horse do the leading. He'll lead me right to the gorilla unit. And then boom.
Lob one gas shell.
Ready. Aim above his head. Uh-oh. How come the animal is riding a horse? We can use him as a sacrifice in the ritual. What? Oh, man. So then these gorillas are all kind of like, hi-ya, ya.
Dun, 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 dun,
Hi-ya,
ya.
Oh, my gosh. What is this fetish? Jumping catfish.
Priestess.
Oh. Wow.
What is it?
What is it? Here he comes. Ah! Oh my gosh. Woom, woom. Roar. What did you bring me? Tiny can't reach. Tiny is angry. He's a giant gorilla.
A talking one, nonetheless.
And he talks too. and they call him Tiny.
Go away! Stop noise.
and Kamandi's like Fay Ray, you know, like what the heck?
Exactly.
Like,
that's exactly who
Kong
he is.
Thing. Yeah, it's so funny.
But they have an electric kind of shock area to keep
the electric fence. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's getting seared by it.
Yeah. Uh-oh, now the power is off. Flee, the Fairdish has gone mad. Look at that panel down on the bottom right.
Yeah, and also Kamandi just like Tiny just want his toy. Why does toy scream? Ran, you're on mute.
I thought I was off mute. Okay, I'm back. Right. So he's destroying everything in his path. And put me down. Kong, put me down. Tiny, put me down. I live and eat here. I'm referring like Mecha Kong things from Toho movies. Anyhow. Tiny not hurt you. Tiny like to hear Toy speak. Sing, Toy. End of chapter 2. So
look at that smiling face.
Yeah.
You know, it looks just like the stop animation, gorilla. I mean, with the eyes and it just looks just like it.
It's very Kong-like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that we've very rarely seen something like end of chapter 2 in Jack's work, right? Since we've looked through all these DC comics. And that was one thing that I noticed here on the pencil is that it didn't have chapter 3 indicated on it.
You're right.
But somebody stepped in and put it there.
That's
it was put in, or Jack put it in after the photocopy, which we've seen evidence of stuff like that before.
Anyhow, yeah, but that's Mike's titling.
Of course it is. But still, just I thought it was interesting that we've never really seen an end of chapter indication like that. And it just led right into this without a chapter indication from Jack.
That's a cool spread.
Look at that freaking drawing, man. Oh my gosh. Something hit Tiny in back. Yo.
What luck. He placed me on this outcropping, but so I won't fall with him. Yeah. He's not falling yet, but I'm sure he will soon.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much of this is like it looks so good in the inked version, and then it gets colored, and you're like, yeah, it's still good, I guess. It's awesome, but I don't know. I just want it to look better when it gets colored. I want to be even more wowed when it gets colored, but I guess I don't get that. It's just like, yeah, okay, they put color on. Oh, nobody take Tiny's toy. They hit him with a chemical shell. Oh, so there's Sultan. Sultan is they are the animal preservation people, the lions.
Yes.
Right. But
flower. Yep.
Yeah, but Sultan's been called to a staff meeting, so he's taking Kamandi with him.
Yep.
He's got to go with.
He's got business to do.
He's got business. He doesn't have Zoom, so he's got to get on his bike and go into the new capital, right?
Of course.
So then it's just like, wow, look at this beautiful city, built by the founding lions. And,
from Washington Zoo, spelled Z-U-U.
Yes. And then it's like there was also New York Zoo and Chicago Zoo and Philadelphia Zoo.
It gives you a little hint of what the great disaster was afterwards. Like all these animals and zoos got together kind of thing.
That's right. And the lions broke out of the Washington Zoo and migrated to this territory. And they have the Declaration of Independence and the flag of the United States of Lions. Incredible.
Yes, they do.
Wow. All right. But then, too late. What's that booming sound? I found you, Fay Ray. You are my favorite blonde. Come with me to the top of this building. Oh, wait, I'm giving it away. Sorry.
Put out lights, you blind Tiny.
Yes. And by the way, we've had these blueprints for these flying vehicles. So let's go.
They just happen to be the ones from the movie. Like, how close does he want to get?
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. They have like spacesuits on. They're going to get in their biplanes.
Let's hope these machines don't fail us in our mission.
Yes. And then that's it. Oh, man, don't take Tiny's toy. Come down, Tiny. I promise you won't be harassed. What? Stay here. Oh, man, what was Fay Ray's name in the movie? Carol something? I forget.
I don't know.
I don't remember. You sting, Tiny.
Maybe somebody knows here.
So I'll just, one of the things that I noticed with this, and of course this seems like a pretty quick ending. It was beauty that killed the beast. What? Why? No, really? But Tiny falls. Can't play with you anymore. It's the end. It's been incredible. Even the ancients with their imaginative movies couldn't have produced anything like this. Wah, wah. But I did want to point out that this is a 20-page story. I think even last issue was 24 pages. And Darrow, Steve Meyer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, so Kamandi doing his best and Darrow. It seemed like this is when the page count got affected. I will always appreciate Jack's stories when they're 20 pages or more, and you get to have beautiful art, splashes, spreads, and then when the page count goes down, we just get less and less of them. We were really, really lucky that, as we'll see when we take out the 70s Marvel stuff with Captain America and the Eternals and Devil Dinosaur, that we did get splashes and spreads, but the stories really seemed like they were much more compressed. These longer stories from the early 70s are just wonderful. 2-page lettuce page. I don't know. I got nothing.
Actually, the last one was 23 pages, I believe.
The issue just before this?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, issue 5 was 23 pages. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just so, that's significant, So that's it. That's our episode. It was, we've got, did our 3 issues. Forget the date on the screen because it got delayed because I wasn't feeling very good, so I had to delay it, and it's fine now. But what? So yes, please comment and like and subscribe and share and ring the bell. We already talked about ringing the bell. Ring the bell. It's then you get notified when we put up we schedule a new show, and it's fun. So let's talk about this a little bit. It's our Kirby Digital Archive.
Yeah. So during all these live streams, we've been talking about the digital archive at the end, and a lot of the themes that you see, all the original art, all the photocopies are part of our archive that we started back in 2006 with the goal of scanning as much Kirby art for future generations and us to enjoy, historians, researchers, and so forth. So this is just a view of the archive. We have it, basically it's the database that has all that information.
That's right.
And what we want to do was build a collections website and to house all this stuff. We've had so many requests for some type of way of seeing what we have in our archive of probably about 14,000 pieces of things to show. So we started a design for that, which is the next slide. And so it's just preliminary. We're still playing around, but we want the site to be very interactive, very visually exciting, but also very useful in terms of finding art, researching. So some of it will be a listing, like a catalog. Sometimes in the art world, it's called a catalog raisonné, which will be all of Jack's output, which we've also started putting into a digital catalog as well. So we want to put all these things in, along with a gallery of historical significant pieces that can be studied and zoomed in, researched, and so forth. But all that stuff we presented to a development agency and got a rough idea for like the beginning phases of this, because it's a very huge, humongous project that may require us hiring part-time people to help process images and upload and data entry and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot of work, and you need serious experts to help us with it.
Yes.
So we're just taking this time to ask you guys, you folks, to help us out with this, and we're looking for some support, financial support. If you go to Kirby Muse, we have a little short link there. Hang on, I'll put it on the screen. So if you go there, you could see, it makes it easy way to support us, and I'll put that in the chat as well. You can also text Kirby call to 44321, and you'll be presented with ways that you could help us out. Let me just get this here and put it in the comments as well. We'd really welcome any help you could give us to help us move this along, because it's going to be great, and we just can't do it on our own. So we really appreciate your consideration for that. And of course, you could become a member. We have memberships. We have we have a few membership premiums, and any kind of like regular support is something that really helps us keep going. And we do, of course, have our gift shop. We have fantastic shirts. People love our shirts. We have pins. We have
like stickers.
These. What? Look.
And now that it's cold out, get the long sleeve.
The long sleeve shirt. And we have a new shirt that's coming out soon. It's actually we're going to restrike the first Kirby Museum Galactic Head T-shirt, which was green.
It's a retro classic coming back at you.
Coming back at you. So thought that would be a fun thing to do. So yeah, look forward to that. So yeah, so that was our episode 3, issues 5, 6, 7, called For an Animal. And next week, oh my gosh, 8, 9, and 10.
There's bats.
Watch out for the bats. Oh, bats. Mordecaucus, the Misfit. Oh, it's incredible. It's going to be great. Kamandi is just, how long are we going to go through this, Tom? You did the schedule. We're going to go through December or something?
Well, originally we missed a week because you were sick. So it's going to actually now end on January 1st.
Oh, man. Well, yeah. So, it's fun, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of your comments and questions, and please continue. And we will see you again, I guess, next week. Oh, Michael James Zuccaro, good to see you. All right, so thank you. You're welcome. Ruben, all right. Appreciate it. So yeah, check it out, and we'll be back as next week is the plan. So we'll see.
Yep.
Thanks again.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ran.
All right.
Great show.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'm going to push that button. Where's that button? Okay.
That button.
I got it.